Welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Children, today from our science subject, we are going to continue the topic food. Yesterday we have discussed about food and we also learned that what food do we eat? No, where does our food come? No, from plants, from animals and all that. Now we learn something more about the food. So as it is there in the picture here, what are you seeing? You are seeing some vessels. No. So different vessels and containers in which food are made. Have you been to your kitchen, children? So kitchen is the place where the food is cooked. No. Have you gone to the kitchen and you have seen all the containers and vessels available in your kitchen? So you might have observed that they are of different types, different shapes and different sizes. No. So and mother is going to use some particular containers or vessels for some particular food items. No. So you just ask her. No, she'll better guide you. No, she'll just say you why she is going to use that particular container to that particular food item to cook any food item. Clear, children? So we use so many different vessels and containers. Clear? And now vessels and containers of different shapes and sizes are available for cooking, as we said. No. So we have got different type of vessels and containers which are available in different shapes and sizes. And why do we use them? We use them for cooking. No, you cannot just put a vegetable on the stove and it cannot be cooked and we cannot eat it. No, we need something, some container or some vessel where we can place our food ingredients and then we can cook it and then we can eat it. No, clear, children? Yes. So vessels are made of different metals and these vessels which we use for cooking, they are made of different metals. Different metals. Like what are metals? Like iron, silver, gold, all these come under metals only. Steel, aluminium, copper, all this. Okay, bronze, all these are different metals. But for cooking, we are going to use some common metals as it is there here, like iron, steel and aluminium. For cooking, mostly we use these metals. So most commonly used metals that are used for making vessels and containers for cooking. Okay, for cooking, what are they? They are iron, steel and aluminium. So as you can see here, these are aluminium containers, that is vessels, and this is steel and these are iron. No. So normally when we want to cook the food, so in the olden days, maximum, that is most of our grandmothers, they were using aluminium vessels. Aluminium vessels. Even now also we use it, but it has it has become less using aluminium vessels. Only for big dishes, if you want to cook for so many members, then we are taking the help of aluminium vessels. But mostly we are using in these days steel containers. Okay, and we also use this iron containers. Now as you can see here in the picture, so you might have seen this iron pan where we make use of them for preparing dosa, roti and all this. No, even iron pans for puris, for frying puris and all that. Clear, children? So most commonly used metals for cooking. So this you have to remember. This is for cooking. That is iron, steel and aluminium. Okay. And we also use some other metals like copper. Copper containers also we use no copper bottles where we store our water, and as it is good for health to drink in a copper container, so these days we are preferring much to drink that water, no, which is in a copper bottle, no, copper. And even some glassware, so where we drink water in glasses, no, and even glass plates also, glass cups also, so we are using them for serving, that is for drinking and eating, for that we are using them more, but for cooking we are using these metals more. Clear, children? So just ask your mother to take you into the kitchen and then show you like what is exactly the aluminum, steel and iron vessels which are used. No, you can see them live so that you will get better understanding. Clear, children? Yes. Now ceramics and glass are also used for making different utensils. Okay, utensils is nothing but the like vessels and containers, children, which are used in kitchen. So it may be anything, utensils which belong to eating and cooking. No, which belong to kitchen actually, in the sense where we cook food, eat, drink and all that. So ceramics and glass. So ceramics, how they look, children, see here. These are ceramics. Have you seen? So normally you might have seen these tea cups when somebody gets come to your home. So mother is going to serve them tea or coffee in cups. No. So what are they made of? The cups are made of ceramic. That is, they are ceramic cups. No. And in summers, if somebody are coming, we are going to serve them juice in glass tumblers. No. Tumbler is nothing but again a glass, but which is made of glass again. No. So this is glass. No, not only glasses, not only other items, children, even sometimes people cook on with glass things also, glass vessels and containers also. And we prefer to serve food in this glass containers. Okay, suppose already the curry has been prepared and we want to serve it on the dining table. So we take the help of this glass items so that they look good on the table. Especially when some special guests are coming, relatives are coming on some special occasions. So if you want to serve in a very beautiful manner, so you use this ceramic and glass utensils to serve the cooked food. Okay, children, even plates also we prefer to eat in this ceramic plates or glass plates. Clear, children? Yes. Now pans, bowls, flat pans, pressure cookers, kettles, pots, boilers, so etc. are all used in cooking. So we are going to use all this. See, I have given you some pictures of this. Like this is the cooker, this is a kettle, this is a boiler. Boiler like milk boiler. No, as cooker is used for rice and curries and dal, for preparing rice, curries and dal, even these boilers are used to boil the milk. No, once the milk is boiled, so it gives, the whistle is going to alert us, the sound. Okay, it is going to alert us that the milk has been boiled and we can turn off the gas. And here you can see some pans and flat pans. No, so where you use them in the cooking process to make different curries or different dishes. Clear, children? So this is how, with the help of these vessels, containers and utensils, so we cook the food and we also eat the food. Clear, children? Yes. Now and now do domestic and wild animals eat? Okay, so what are domestic animals now? So domestic animals are those animals which are adapted by us, in the sense which are adapted by the human beings. Now we have our pet dogs, cats, rabbits, no, some birds also, all these, so which are going to live along with us. No, in our houses or in our front yards or back yards, cattle also, cows, all that. So they all come under domestic animals. No, and wild animals. Wild animals means who? Which are going to live in the forests. No, because they are wild. They are wild. So they live in the forests. Clear, children? So food eaten by these animals. So what they are going to eat? So we'll just see. Food eaten by domestic and wild animals differ considerably. That is, it is going to differ. So there is a difference between the food eaten by the domestic and wild animals. Domestic animals, children, for example, so can we name some? Like cat, dog, rabbit, as I said, parrot, birds, some birds. No, even cows and all that come under hen, all that domestic animals. When you say wild animals, lion, tiger, zebra, elephant, all this. No, they which live in the forest, they come under wild animals. So as their place of living is different, no. So these domestic animals live along with us, and wild animals live in the forest. The place is different. Same as the food habits are also different of these animals. So what did I say? The food habits are also different. Okay. And domestic animals such as cats, dogs, rabbits, birds, etc. eat food provided by their masters. By their masters. Who are the masters? Suppose in your home you are having a pet dog or a pet cat or some bird, rabbit, any animal, then you become the master because you are taking care of that particular animal. No, you are feeding it, you are taking care of it. No, so you become their master. So what does these animals do for eating? So whatever we provide, whatever the master provides the food, so they are going to eat that particular food. So as you seen here, children, in the picture, see, cat is eating something in a container, no, which is provided by his or her master. Again here, dog also, see. Again here, rabbit is eating a carrot. Here, some birds are eating some food grains. So normally, when we have pet animals like domestic animals in our house, so we give them their choice of food. No, no, what they eat, that only we give them. No, for cat, if cat is there, maximum we'll give the cat milk or curd, such type of things. No, sometimes non-veg also. So whatever it is, even for dog also. No, even for carrot, sorry, for rabbit, vegetables and all that. So according to their choice, we are going to give them the food. Okay, children, clear? Now, wild animals that live in jungles eat just about anything from flesh of other animals to wild fruits and vegetables. Now, wild animals, they don't have masters. No, no one is going to take care of them in the forest. They themselves take care of, no, themselves. So, what do they eat? So, whatever is available in the forest. So, like fruits and vegetables. So, whatever, like we call them as wild fruits and vegetables because they are forest products. No. So, they eat some animals, like if you see here in the picture, so elephant is eating a pumpkin. No. So, and this pumpkin is a wild vegetable because it is available in the forest. And some other animals, they eat the flesh of the other animals. See here. See here how it is. Tiger and the giraffe is eating grass. No. So normally giraffe, it eats plant food only. Giraffe. And here see a crocodile. a leopard. No. So maximum forest, that is wild animals, they are like carnivores. Carnivores are flesh eating animals. Only some animals are like omnivores. That is like both plant eating and also flesh eating. Clear, children? And some very rare will be like herbivores. No, see here, giraffe, it's eating only grass, plant. No, herbivores is eating only plant food. Clear, children? Like this. So wild animals, so they are going to kill the other animals and eat the flesh of that particular animal. See, flesh of other animals. No. And nowadays different food products are available in the market, especially for domestic animals. For domestic animals, children, so you are getting food, ready made food available in the market. That is, if you go to any shop like supermarkets and all that, for your pet animals you get some packaged food. No, pedicure, for example, like that of packaged food, where you can just give that food to the animal, your domestic animal. Okay, so which can, which gets all its nutrients and all that in that particular food. As we also have like Bonvita, Horlicks, or some other things like in food items. No, so they also get some packed food for eating. Okay, children. So that is one advantage nowadays happened for the domestic animals. Now, so after that, children, now let us know the various methods of cooking. Various methods of cooking. No. So again, as food items are different, vessels and containers are different. So methods of cooking is also different. No, everybody has got their own different methods, and every food is also dependent on different method of cooking also. You cannot prepare idli on the pan. That is not possible. You cannot prepare rice on the pan. No, and you cannot prepare roti on the in the pressure cooker. No. So you have got some particular food items to be prepared in a particular method. So let us see what they are. So they are boiling, simmering, steaming, baking, roasting, and frying. See, various cooking methods includes boiling. If you see in the picture here, potatoes are being boiled here. They are boiling here. No. So if we take water and put any food ingredient, maybe anything like rice, dal, or vegetables, anything, and we leave it on the stove, so that method is nothing but like boiling. Okay, it's nothing but boiling. Eggs also will boil and eat. No, so this is called as boiling. Now, simmering. Simmering in the sense, so we'll just lower the flame of the stove. Now, if you put in a high flame, then the curry is going to spoil. No, so you have to just put it in a low flame and cook it. So that we call it as simmering. And now steaming. Have you seen here? What is it? Idlis. By which method do they, did we prepare them? By the method of steaming. Under this idli stand, so first you'll take a container, a big container, and you add little water. Add little water, and then you'll place the idli stand, which is filled with the idli batter, inside the container, and then after 15 or 20 minutes you get the idlis prepared. Okay, we didn't boil that. We just gave the steam. With the help of the steam, idlis are prepared. Okay, children. So this method is known as idlis. And now baking. See here, cake. If you eat more of cakes, muffins, biscuits, and bread, and also pizza, burger, all these food items are prepared by the method of baking. Okay, children. So they are baked in the ovens where heat is generated. Heat is generated through electricity and the item is being prepared by this method. Okay, children. So baking method was also there in previous days where we used to use coal and normal fire also. It is not that only electrical supply must be needed for this. It is not that. Thing is, the method is baking. Okay, method is baking. You can prepare it on the stove, on the coal, anywhere, not only in the oven. Clear, children? Yes. Now, what is roasting, children? So, roasting is like, see here in the picture. So, you can see like roti which is roasted on a open fire. No, that's just your, it is getting the direct flame. No, so this process is called as roasting on coal, on gas stove, or in the oven. If you are going to directly fry any food item on the open fire, then we call it as roasting. Okay, children. Now let us see about frying. So frying, if you see again, you have got two type of fryings here. So this is also frying where we take a little oil and then fry any item of the food. Okay, it may be vegetarian or like potatoes. We'll call it as potato fry, veg fry and all that. No, so we'll take some oil and just to fry the vegetables. Okay, and even chapati also, that is roti. Roti also we'll just fry it on the pan applying little oil. But again here if you see, this wheat is deeply fried in the oil. This is the deep fry. Puri, like snacks, fritters, vada, all that. No, we'll just deep fry in the oils. That is also frying, but that is deep frying. Okay, children, clear? So these are the various methods of cooking. So if you come across, I mean, not like that, like any breakfast. So when mother is going to serve you, just ask her once, because you have now listened to this chapter. You have learnt about all these things. Just ask mother, like, in which method is this dish cooked? Okay, then you will better get to know about the lesson. Clear, children? Yes. Now food habits according to gender and age. Food habits according to gender and age. Gender is what? Like, it is about woman and man, masculine and feminine. Genders: masculine and feminine. Masculine is nothing but men, feminine is nothing but women. And according to the age also. Now, according to the age and the gender also, the food habits are going to change. Okay, children, so let us see how it is. Small kids drink only milk and liquids. No, very small kids, that is babies, almost until 1 year, 1.5 year, 1 year maximum, they eat only, not eating, they'll just drink. They cannot eat properly, so they just drink only liquids, milk and liquids. Okay, and males have more diet than females. So males, that is men, boys, or men, they eat more than the girls and the women, because their appetite is more, their hunger is more. So that is why they eat more. Okay, diet is nothing but the food what we eat. So they eat more than the women in the house. Okay, and now food habit depends on your culture, your family, and also your friends. So in the beginning also we learnt that food habits depend on your culture, our culture. No, every region, every religion, every place has got its own culture. Every family has got its own culture. No. So according to that, the food habits depend. No. Some eat vegetarian food, some eat non-vegetarian food. Some prefer to eat sweets more. Some prefers to eat hot more. That is savories more. So it depends on your taste, your family culture. No, how you live. No, what your family is carrying from generations, the food habits. According to that, it is going to depend. And since early time, women have been associated with cooking. So from the beginning, from the olden days, so cooking is meant for women. No, if you see in every kitchen, mother only cooks the food. Sometimes fathers or some other elder brother also they will help them. But mostly mothers are going to cook the food. Mothers or any other woman in that house. So they are associated with cooking. Okay, children. And our lifestyle determines our food habits, our lifestyles. Our lifestyles is nothing but the way how we live. No, so the way like the sometimes even the place also matters. So like in cold region people they eat different type of food. No, hot area people they take different type of foods. So we can also say sometimes even the climate or the weather or seasons or our lifestyle, the way we live. No, suppose we are modern, no, then we eat to more baking items like bread, pizza, burger, and all that. No, suppose we love to eat like the early time food. No, that is the traditional food which has been there from years in the past. Then we try to eat more rice, wheat, no, rotis, and all that. So it depends on your lifestyle. So you eat your food. So our lifestyle determines, it is going to decide, it is going to control our food habits. Clear, children? So these days we are getting more addicted to fast foods. Fast foods. No, junk foods. Because lifestyle has been changed. No, people have become modern. No, people have become modern. We are not eating all the traditional food which our grandmothers or great mothers used to prepare. So we are just moved to the modern days and we are living a modern lifestyle, and that is why we are preferring more modern food. No, fast food and junk food. But to be frank, children, this food is not good for health. So it is better we eat early times food only. Clear? Yes, now? So, children, here I have given you some pictures of different food items which we prepare for special occasions. No, if our festivals are there, like depending upon the religion, like Hindu festivals are there, so you prefer to eat more type of colored rice, so many curries, and so many fritters and all that. No, and so many sweets which are cooked at home. And if Muslim festivals are there, then you prefer to have some biryanis and then sheer kurma, which is a special dish for them on that particular really festival. And if Christians are there, no, you prefer to have more cakes for Christmas. No, and on January 1st, as we celebrate all everybody as a common festival, even we prefer to have cake on the New Year. No, so even our culture. So this is one more example saying that the culture decides the food. No, so according to different cultures and religious customs, food is also different here. Clear, children? So hope you have understood the concept well. So try to know more about the food with your mother. No, clear? Okay then. So we are going to conclude here and we'll be continuing with one more topic in coming session. Until then, take care, eat well and stay well, children. Please visit our website www.aimstoday.in for further information regarding online classes, quizzes, live worksheets, DIY activities, English classes and coding. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.